What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to talk about the how to cop guide and a little bit of a resale predictions video for the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon, releasing in full family sizing. Now this shoe was supposed to release in June originally. Now we got pushed back a full month backwards, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to the release, mainly for the profit, mainly for the toe, and that's really just about it. This sneaker is good for. I mean, listen, it's $220 retail. It's a black white Yeezy. It's like a dirty static, like a very dark dirty static, and I think it's going to do very well on the aftermarket. Now right now market is looking all right. I expect market once again to go down. We're going to go a little bit more into the whole entire aftermarket at the end of this video as well, but first we're going to break down the full how to cop guide, the retailers, the raffles, and the full site list of where you should go about getting this shoe. But before I start, I'll let you guys know the premium Discord group is restocking today at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a group that I run. One of the newest additions that we do have is sports cards investing and sports card flips. Today we killed the Kith drop. Manual boys did very well today. I did pretty well today myself, so I can't complain about how we did on there. We had minors, full guides, full retail resale, the low-key parts of the collab, and all that other shenanigans needed to excel your profits into your, we giving you some bigger pockets up in here for this summer and going into 2021, even though it's like 5 months away. But we always grinding out here for you guys. Hope you guys check out 8 p.m. Eastern once again. And without further ado, we're gonna pop open the green screen and get into this full entire review. Unfortunately, we don't have the early in-hand review just yet for you guys. We were supposed to get it, but whole shipments got delayed and all that thanks to COVID. Still somehow is affecting everything, but fake news, maybe, who knows. Without oh my god, let's pop open the green screen and get right into it. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're up on yeeeeeezyss.com. This is also one of the main, and this is literally Kanye West's website. If you're new to the game, this is his website. This is where most stock will be allocated along with Adidas. Now listen, all the major links and websites that we're going to be going through today, you guys can find in the pinned comment down below and interact. I'll probably put a good question like, how do you feel about the shoe? Let me know in the comments below. Let me reply. Come on, don't let me feel so lonely down there. And of course, hit the subscribe button as well if you guys are feeling it. Hit the notification bell, and of course, thumbs up does really help the engagement with this channel, so I really do appreciate it if you guys do any of those above. Now, once again, we're on yeeeeeezysupply.com. Timer is set for what looks like to be 9 a.m. Eastern on this Saturday, which is, if I'm not mistaken, that is about a few days away. It's July 18th, FYI. July 18th, 9 a.m. Eastern is when Yeezy Supply will go live. Now, Adidas will not be doing any first come, first serve release like they did with the Yeezy 700 MNVN Bones released this past weekend, which I know was a terrible release. I expect this release to go a lot better. Main reason being is the Yeezy MNVN Bones stock was 1,200 pairs across Yeezy Supply and Adidas. Stock in general on the Zyons right here is going to be 400,000. Just around, that's rumor right now. Now, that's not 100% confirmed. Take it with a grain of salt, but it is definitely close to around 400,000 pairs out there. Now, that's a lot. Now, that's international. That's entire the world. That's still a lot. Typically, Jordan 1s release in less than 100,000 pairs. So that just goes to show you how much market space Yeezy really does have. Now, they don't release as many Yeezys as they do Jordan 1s, but regardless, I do still expect these to do exceptional. Now, I always say don't ever sleep on a black Yeezy. Well, that has been proven true with Cinders, which right now we're going for the moon. As I said, this is like common knowledge that I shared. Like, it wasn't even hard knowledge to gather. It was just like kind of common sneaker sense. Yeechios are up to the moon right now, 350. They're going stupid low. What else do we have? We had triple black a long time ago. They released last Black Friday, but still people were doubting like, oh, they're going to go down to retail. People panicked. They're up at 400, 450. Base size are going close to 5. Like, never ever sleep on a black Yeezy. Now, this, once again, is not a fully blacked out Yeezy. It is a little bit of a white, gray, and black mixture right here. But regardless, I expect it to do exceptional. Maybe not as well as a triple black Yeezy, like the black non-reflectives, but this reminds me of a dirty static. And we all know statics right now are doing exceptionally well in the aftermarket. I could see these following the same exact route. It will go down a lot when online orders come in. There is a lot of stock. It might take a lot longer for them to gain value, but if you have a lot of capital and you have money to just invest in here and rather than sit in your bank account, the smartest move to make is invest in these shoes right here. Maybe there's a restock in the future, but that's what you got to do. That's how Yeezy moves, and that's what you got to play his games. But once again, you have the full family size when you got adults, kids, and infants. For the full countdown is on yeeeeeezysupply.com, and if you click on, whoa, look at this, we're already banned. Look at this, we're already banned. They're already banning me for this week's release. Look at that, that's crazy. That's actually absurd. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's just how it be sometimes. But next up, we go on to Adidas, which is also the main retailer. This is also the easiest way to get the shoes. You got to go on the Adidas app. Scan the code to download it right here. You guys can literally do it right now. If you're watching your computer, you got your phone next to you. Voila, we just made it so much easier for you. But all you gotta do is do the app raffle. Now, how to enter the app raffle? You literally download Adidas app, open the Adidas app, create an account, click on the Zyons that are up there right up front. You click on it, enter raffle, credit card shipping, and all the other shenanigans. Now, if you're doing multiple accounts, I recommend doing different credit cards. Paywall and PayPal do one with different credit cards. Do even virtual credit cards. They may end up working, or even end up, and also with the address, try to like finesse the address, finagle it a bit. Put apartment number here, put a little bit of shenanigans going around here and there, and that's just a better bet because, you know, once again, they don't have like a great filter system on the raffles because I won with the same credit card and same address before. But I just think it's a safer bet to do different. You know what I mean? It's better play safe than sorry. Next up, we're going to Foot Locker. Now, Foot Sites will be accepting this shoe. They'll be releasing this shoe, I should say, in men's and kids sizing, and infants as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not so much infants, but definitely Adidas men's and kids. You guys can see full countdown, and this is here as well. Now, as of right now, it looks like this one here is scheduled to... Oh, no, this is a different countdown. Looks like they're scheduled to release at 7 a.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. Hold up. I gotta get this situated, bro. I gotta look this up. 4 days. Hold on. Stay with me. 4 days. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after some considerable deliberation, we finally found out that the Foot Locker Foot Site release will be at 7 a.m. Eastern at the moment. That means Pacific, boys. Y'all gotta wake up at 4 a.m. It really took me a minute to figure that out. If you ever want to know, look up the time calculator. Shouts out to them for giving me this, because I had no idea how to calculate that. You know what I'm saying? Go back to school. But it looks like Yeezy release will be, it looks like it's about 19, 20, 22 hours later. So it looks like 9 a.m. Eastern once again. And then the Adidas raffle draw will come out at 10 a.m. Eastern. Now, typically why Foot Sites do 7 a.m. Eastern is because typically Nike does have that first 10 a.m. Eastern mark. Like, Nike's been there always at 10 a.m. They're not going to release Yeezys and Nike at the same exact time. That 3-hour difference gives them time to recoup. But really, this weekend on Saturday, there really isn't a massive Jordan release expected. Maybe just some regular GR shenanigans that isn't going to go for a crazy amount of money. But that typically is why they do the separation in time. Now, another once again, Foot Sites are Foot Locker, Foot Action, Champs, and Eastbay. Those are your main 4 Foot Sites, all the same material, parent company, I should say. But Adidas Yeezy in-store raffles for Foot Sites is not going to be happening at the moment. Looks like all Yeezy... Really, every single store is exclusively going to be online. Almost 95% are going to be exclusively online. So there's barely any in-store release at the moment. Jimmy Jazz, however, is a store that might be having in-store raffles. But right now, Kids Foot Locker is not for sure. And Foot Locker is not having any in-store raffles either. Another place you can go is DTLR Villa. They're also having an in-store raffle, but not in-store, but you do it via PayPal invoice. So you sign up on the website, they send you a PayPal invoice, and you pay like that. Honestly, I've never seen anyone win an online DTLR Villa raffle. I've seen people get first come, first serve online release for them, but never an online raffle. But they will also be releasing first come, first serve this weekend. Then you got Snipes USA, currently not loaded up any release info for this specific release, but they'll be definitely getting this shoe. It'll most likely be exclusively online because they also have not released anything really in store lately. And then we have Finish Line, and this is also one thing you got to notice. The Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Zyon is set to drop 7/18, exclusively available online, so be no in-store release. Yeezy has done this drop. They drop every 2 weeks, and they have not dropped every 2 weeks, first of all. And they drop maybe shenanigan wax stuff dropping every 2 weeks, which go figure is not reselling for a lot. But Bowen's fire, Zion's fire. And like 380s dirt, Blue Oats dirt at the end of this month, but like that shit's not gonna go for money. Clearly, like the most neutral colorway, best you can like literally kind of gather resale market by just the way it looks. It looks like a clean use. You cannot say this is gonna brick. I mean, it's not gonna go close to retail, down to retail. Maybe once again, low market is gonna be maybe 260, 270, 280. But that's maybe like online orders come in. That's when everyone panics. It might sit there for a few weeks. Then I guarantee you it's gonna go up from there. It's kind of common sense. But once again, you gotta put your money to work. If your money is just sitting in the shoe and you don't have funds to buy anything else, there's no point in investing in the shoe. You're better off just selling it right away. Now, if you have a lot of money, you have the room, you have money to be able to just sit there, and you have money to buy Jordan 1s coming out next, then of course it makes sense to invest in the shoe. And sometimes people just don't get that, and I have to repeat it every time. But you know, I'd rather repeat it and have you guys win than you guys just try to butcher me in the comments down below. But here you go. The full SKU code is 5Z1267. SNS will be having an online raffle as well. It says raffle info coming soon. Best bet for SNS is to download the actual mobile app, and that's where I have the full release guide for you guys. They typically don't do ever any first come first serve release on the website unless it's like a shock first come first serve, and that's why it's better off having monitors, which you do have in their premium group. Then we have the end raffle right here, which once again they are not charging a considerable amount over retail. It's 180 pounds, which does translate to around 220 US dollars, maybe a bit more. Plus you got to pay that $15 shipping. So you're honestly, it's valid to enter the end raffle. Typically, they do charge about like $20 to $50 over retail, and that's to be for Jordan 1s mainly. But at the moment, it looks like they're releasing for a considerable fair amount retail-wise. Now, this is a lot of your main retailers right here. I'll definitely focus if you're in the US as well as in the EU on your foot sites. You got your Adidas raffle, your best bet, Yeezy Supply, your best bet. Now, once again, I got to reiterate, Yeezy Supply release will be via a queue system, so it'll be full waiting room. Best bet around that is to do multiple devices, multiple Chrome users. I would kind of stay away from multiple Chrome users. Maybe 2 or 3 to the max. Reason being is they will capture ban you and they will draw the line in the caption that just kind of boofs up your entire system and they will not get selected. Now, for the actual resale value at the moment, right now they're going for a good amount, right? $350, $439 lowest ask. Asks are high, bids are up there as well. They're kind of looking like a decent right now, like market is good, but I'm telling you, market is going to drop down a lot because once again, there's close to 400,000 pairs. That's a supply and demand model is crazy. Right now, there's probably like a few thousand pairs on the market, but when that release comes out, it's going to be a few 100,000 pairs on the market. But I think a lot of people are going to play it safe in the fact that they're going to hold this shoe. Because a lot of people know they've seen in the past. The past is the proof, and the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? That this shoe is damn near gonna go up over time. Now, what sizes to focus on? I would definitely focus on like the 6.5, 6, 7, 7.5, and then I would definitely focus on the 10.5 all the way up to a 17 if you can. Now, this is a 14.5, 16, and 17 is an ultra rare sneaker. If you get first into Yeezy Supply queue and you see the shoe available, I would definitely go for it first. If you feel ballsy enough, go for the Adidas app raffle because these shoes, once again, they don't have insane demand, but they do have no supply. No foot sites are getting this size. No other stores are getting this size. It's a very, very limited size run of the 15, 16, 17, and even a 14.5, even 13.5 as well. Those are very, very rare sizes, and you control market at that point. Maybe it'll be like max maybe 25 other pairs on the market, but other than that though, it's basically just you guys controlling the market, and I expect it to slowly gradually sell and you guys will be controlling it once again. Now, 11.5 is also proven to be a very rare size. 12.5, 13.5, all the rare half bigger sizes are very, very rare. They do gain a lot of value over time as well because in Yeezys, you do have to size up. And typically, if someone wears like a 10.5, they gotta go to 11.5. If someone wears 11, they'll go to 11.5 or 12. If someone wears a 12, they'll go to 13, 13.5. A lot of people do like the shoe. Once again, I do see it being very, very well. And typically, stock in the bigger sizing like 11.5, 12.5, 13.5 is also much more limited than a base size. Base size, they have either recently increased production and the demand is just not there as much as base size used to be. Typically, base sizes were the only sizes that were worth it. Now it's base sizes and bigger sizes at the end of the day. And then we do move on to GOAT. GOAT is up here as well, and as you can see, there are odd numbers listing for highest bid and lowest asks. Reason being is now GOAT did change it up to the dollar undercutting, which I despise. I wish they kept it at $5 undercutting because therefore people held up market just a bit more. But it is what it is, you know. I mean, they got to move how they move. And market on GOAT is typically going to be higher, and right now it's not looking like it is higher. So maybe market is changing because their new model looking like it is much more similar to StockX for certain sizes. But once again, it's going to be a basically similar market. I could see even StockX market being higher just because GOAT typically does translate to better international sales, domestic sales in the US. StockX is typically there because that's what a lot of people, regular ass people, know about. Like who aren't into the sneaker game, they know more about StockX. So that's pretty much it. Resale market, I can see once again going down to around 270, 280, just around there. And then I see online orders bringing it down even more. Maybe the lowest I see it going maybe is 260 once again. That's like the bare minimum. Hopefully it doesn't go down that low. But with the amount of stock that's out there, I could see it going down that low. But once again, I see resale market. If you hold it for maybe around 7-8 months, maybe to like next spring, I could see them easily going up to around like 350, 400 US dollars. But that's what market is right now. So once again, if you have pairs in hand, you want to panic, sell right now. I mean, there isn't really much to lose at the moment. So that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is the biggest release of the week. We dropped it on Monday, so you guys are fully prepared for the entire release this Saturday. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with a full how to cop guide and release retail resale guide on the next Nike releases of this week. Catch you guys then. Peace.